Did you know that Addison, Texas has more restaurants per capita than any city west of the Mississippi? I didn't either, but I guess that's why it's called the restaurant capital of Texas. So today we're going to explore Addison, Texas even further. We're going to look into Addison's history, what it's like to live in Addison. We're going to talk affordability, the lifestyle, and real estate. And we're also going to do a comparison to other cities in the DFW Metroplex. So if you're looking to move to Addison, Texas, or just want to learn more about the city, you're in the right place. We're going to cover everything you need to know about Addison, Texas. So let's start off by finding it on the map. Addison is directly north of Dallas, Texas, and has one main road, and that is the Dallas North Tollway running north to south, which is what you can use if you want to get to downtown Fort Worth to check out the Sundance Square in about 45 minutes. And if you're trying to get to the Dallas Arboretum, you're looking at 20 minutes. Now, if you need to get to the airport to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, that's 20 minutes. Now, I share the commute time to these frequently visited locations because at one point or another, if you live in the DFW Metroplex, you're going to go to Fort Worth, you're going to go to Dallas, and most likely you're going to hit up the airport. But for a more day-to-day feel of what the commute looks like around Addison, check out how far you can travel away from Addison within 30 minutes, which is a great representation of how central Addison truly is and how much of the DFW Metroplex you can get to from Addison. So now that we know where in the world Addison, Texas even is, I want to welcome you to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Jaime Resendez, your local realtor and team leader able to help you make money in real estate, whether you're buying or selling. And we're on a mission to reach every DFW resident. So if you can hit that like button, it's going to really help us out. All right, now back to Addison because this is what you came for. Addison, Texas is located in Dallas County and was originally settled in the mid-1840s. Now, it wasn't formally incorporated until 100 years later in 1953. But that all changed in the 1970s with the sudden population explosion. And fast forwarding to today, Addison is home to many businesses and amenities, including the Addison Airport, which is one of the busiest general aviation airports in the country. And Addison is also well known for its lively nightlife, diverse population, and abundance of events and restaurants, such as Addison's Kaboom Town, which is rated one of the top 10 Independence Day fireworks displays in the country, and Addison's Oktoberfest, which is nationally renowned as well. So if you're into low crime rates, plenty of things to do, and a high quality of life, Addison might be for you. Now, to add some context to the city, I want to introduce an external resource in niche.com, which interprets millions of public data sets for cities all across the country. And as you can see, Addison has received an A grade from Niche, having aggregated these 12 categories you see on the screen. And now that we've heard of Niche's algorithm, what do Addison current and former residents have to say? Well, when you average the 38 reviews that have been submitted so far by current and past residents, you're looking at a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So yes, Addison is one of those aspirational cities that people are actually looking forward to moving to and are very content when they do that. But I'll be leaving a link to all of the reviews and the full report down in the description, so make sure you check it out. Because now we need to talk about the recreation that Addison is known for. Even though Addison has a generally small footprint geographically, it has over 113 acres of lush green space, abundant recreation opportunities, and miles upon miles of walking trails. Regardless of the park style that you enjoy, you'll most likely find your favorite park in Addison. You have a lot of people around the city and including coming in from other cities to enjoy the outdoors in Addison for this feature alone. Now, another great reason to live in Addison is the state-of-the-art Addison Athletic Club, which includes a variety of activities that rivals any expensive gym. Now, the day-to-day access to leisure activities in Addison is already robust, but what truly makes Addison unrivaled is all the events that it puts on. Anytime your favorite comedian, it doesn't matter who that happens to be, has a tour stop in Dallas, they're actually not coming to Dallas. They're coming to Addison. They're hitting up the Addison Improv. So when I say you're not going to run out of things to do in Addison, I mean it. But let's talk schools for a second because that's very important for every homeowner. Because here's the thing, regardless if you have kids or not, the school system matters. Because you're paying property taxes for the school system and it will impact your resale value in most occasions. And Addison is serviced by 2 public school districts. You have Dallas ISD and Carrollton/Farmers Branch ISD. And although Addison has a population of 17,000 residents, it actually only has 1 public school located within its borders. And that's the George H.W. Bush Elementary School. Now, the bulk of Addison residents are going to fall under the Dallas Independent School District, which is among one of the largest school districts in the country, with over 155,000 enrolled students and over 254 schools. Now, something that you might appreciate to Addison is the access to higher education, with 10 college or universities within 45 miles. Now, as a real estate agent, there's certain things that I'm not allowed to cover about the school system, so I'm gonna leave a full report down below for you to check out. But what I am able to get into is answering a very important question, and that is there a Chick-Fil-A in Addison? And the answer is, thankfully, yes, there is a Chick-Fil-A in Addison. All right, so I'm only half joking. You might not be as interested in Chick-fil-A as I am, but that's okay. Something that we might mutually be interested in might be real estate, because regardless if you're a renter or a homeowner, real estate impacts you quite directly. So let's start by looking at Addison's real estate scene from a macro perspective. The typical home value of homes in Addison is $478,146. Now, this value is seasonally adjusted and only includes the middle price tier of homes. And brace for the following: Addison home values have gone up 23.2% over the past year. And that is not a typo. As you can see, over the last 10 years, the real estate prices in Addison were already going up, but in the last 12 months, they absolutely exploded. Now, here's the thing with Addison. You're not gonna find a lot of new construction within city limits. So that median home value of $479,000 is gonna be basically dependent on resales, which is okay. I just wanted to give you some context, which now armed with this information gives us an opportunity to check out the other cities surrounding the city. In Plano, Texas, the median home value is $547,000. In Dallas, the median home value is $337,000. In Farmers Branch is $392,000. And in Carrollton, the median home value is $438,000. So as you can see, compared to its neighbors, Addison's median home value is towards the top. However, at this point, the median home value of $479,000 may not mean that much to you. Because there's no context, you might not have a sense of how much house you can actually purchase for that money. So check out the homes that are available for sale right now in Addison around that median home value. Now, something you might have noticed in those pictures is that there's a good amount of duplexes. That is normal for Addison, just be prepared for that. But also note that by the time you're watching this video, most likely those homes are already gone. So if you want the updated list of our preferred homes in Addison, check out the link down below. And please be sure to check out this video right here that's gonna break down your monthly mortgage payment, which is mandatory viewing if you're coming in from out of state, because I wanna prep you for the property taxes in Texas and the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, which are among the highest in the country. Now, don't forget the trade-off though, because we don't have any state income taxes, which is actually a great segue to our next category, the cost of living. Overall, the cost of living in Addison is about 9% less than the overall national average, with housing being 2% less than the national average, utilities being 18% more, with grocery costs being 9% less, and transportation being about 1% less than the national average. So at this point, you might be thinking, Jaime, Addison is perfect for me. If that's you, check out our information down below so you can connect with our top realtors. Now, it's at this point in the video where I typically give you 2 recommendations of comparable cities. But the challenge with Addison is that there really isn't a city that is very comparable to Addison itself. There are neighborhoods that are comparable to Addison, but not quite cities. So I'm gonna have to do my best here and really stay to the format of providing cities, not neighborhood comparables. So I want you to check out Grapevine, and I also want you to check out Rowlett. There's a lot of similarities when it comes to the events, the recreation, the outdoor and activities that I feel comfortable giving you those recommendations. And something that you might not be aware of is that there's actually a city in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex that gives away 3 free homes every single month.